Alright, here we are. Avery's third game of Civilization. We're starting. We're going to talk a lot about the early game. We're playing on Immortal with the Zulus, which are very aggressive. That was Avery's choice. I don't know why, but she's pushing me out of my comfort zone because generally when we play, we're pacifists and we avoid war at every cost. But it's looking like to really utilize Shaka, we're really going to have to go to war. So here we go. I'm a little scared. It's higher difficulty. We're listening to traditional Zulu music today, too, to set the stage. And looking at this, I just want to talk really quickly about the early game. The early game in Civilization is really the core of Civ. It's all about exploration, trying to get the ancient ruins first before everybody else does. By ancient ruins, let's see. Oh, there's some. I mean these, of course. Right, little girl? But you gotta scramble to get them, especially on higher difficulties like Deity and Immortal, because the other civilizations will practically start with scouts, whereas we have to produce our first scout. But really getting those ancient ruins, it's a little random what you get, but it can really give you an edge. Other than that, you also want to look for city-states, to be the first to find the city-states, and you want to find other civilizations because you're going to get a general feel for where they're going to be at and where you're going to found cities so that they don't grab those lands before you do. So it's a great big race for lands. It's a land grab. And city-states, you want to find them as early as possible so that you can find the right missions to do and gain favor with them for their little bonuses. And also sometimes you might want to steal a worker from a city-state and enslave them. So we might do that. We'll see. Also, I want to talk about round 0, turn 0. There's some contention as to whether or not you should found your city on the first round. Most people feel that you should. I'm one of them. Except on rare occasions, if you see a better spot right in the general vicinity, then maybe move to it. It kind of stinks. This isn't a great opening spot because we don't have a river, we don't have a mountain, we don't have a shore. It's okay. We've got the incense, we got the marble, we got the bananas. Down here's some incense, but it's not ideal. But I'm not really seeing a better spot. Maybe on this hill here, because it's next to the river, but that's not going to matter much. So we're just going to found on turn 0. Not happy with that start, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Well, looking around, when you're building your first building, you're either going to build the monument, or if you're going for a tradition opener, you're going to build, well, first of all, first building's always a scout. You want to get that scout out as quickly as possible. So we'll talk about the monument later. As far as research, I usually go pottery first because it opens up the granary and it's really the path towards a lot of things. Calendar, writing, sailing. And looking, we're going to need calendar anyway for incense. So granary, that's a very easy choice. See, it's kind of cool. We start with agriculture because that's really what caused human beings to stop wandering as nomads and to start settling in a single location. And that's really the dawn of civilization, is agriculture. Alright, we're going to move towards the ruin. The most important thing is to get that ruin before, who knows, a scout might pop in and take it next turn. We really don't want that to happen. What do we get? Ooh, plus 20 culture. Very nice, very nice. That'll help us along towards our first social policy.
Haide che de, Alexandros eimi, hyoston anakton kai ekonos ton theon.
He's a fairly nice guy, though sometimes he goes to war pretty early, so
Aku.
So we're not too worried about Alexander. Where did he come from? The south. Oh, looks like Ethiopia is there. Okay, so since Ethiopia came from here and the Greeks came from over here, we're going to assume that they got ancient ruins over here and here. We're going to go north. We're going to keep an eye on their scout, too. See where he goes. Oh, there's an ancient ruin. Very good. Who knows what treasures lie within those ruins? Alright, little girl. Alright, up on the hill. Oh, more incense. Looks like the ocean is there. Okay, we have our first policy. Now, usually you would go with a tradition opener, especially on this difficulty, because tradition lets you build high, and we notice that there's 2 civs close to us, so they're going to be grabbing this land quickly. You usually wouldn't go for a liberty opener unless maybe you're on an island, a big island all by yourself, so you can expand across it. On rare occasions you would do the honor or the piety opener. Since we are an aggressive culture, I would consider honor, but one of the things with honor is it's good to have a barbarian camp really close by with honor right at the beginning, because that's going to help you with your culture. I don't see a barbarian camp, so let's not risk it. Let's just go the safe route with tradition. That's going to improve the culture output in our capital and speed the way to that next social policy. Next round we'll get that ruin. Ugh, a map. Who cares? But looking like there's a city-state up there we can go meet. Maybe not right away. Alright, we have our scout. Now, looks like the Greeks kind of went over here, so let's see if we can get some kind of benefit. Okay, there's an ancient ruin. We really hope that the Greeks don't get it before us. We will see. Since we're going tradition opener, we don't need to build a monument because we will get a free monument next social policy. So, thinking about doing our next worker. Just popping our next worker out. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, let's do worker. Start working on that worker. Lots of stuff to improve. Oh, look at that. There's a Greek warrior. Ah, okay, so they got it. That's annoying. So we're gonna rush west and hope that we find things before they do. Oh, Indonesia. Those guys, I don't remember too much about them. But we're gonna try to beat them this way. We'll go meet this city-state. And we were the first to find Mulan. Look at that. What else we got here? Okay, our next technology, since we're gonna need calendar for our worker, and it's looking like it'll take 12 turns, so by the time the worker is produced, we will have calendar, and we'll be able to get our incense. Calendar it is. Alright. Ooh, look at that. There's a barbarian camp. Okay, I think we're going to be the first to head this way, unless there's another civ over here. We want that. Okay. We want to be the first. Oh. Alright. And yes, we are the first to find Colombo. Also good. Oh no, what is it? What is it, little fuzzy girl? It'll be time for her to eat soon. You want that? No? Okay. Little baby. Citrus, diamonds. Okay, those gems are going to be absorbed by Milan. Okay. Wow, we're the first to find them as well. You want to be the first to find a city-state because you get 30 gold instead of 15. And that little extra gold boost might be the difference between you buying something and not buying something. There's nothing down here. Okay, we have our free monument. And over there. Oh, ancient ruin. Okay, at least we got 2 ancient ruins, right? Not optimal, but what can you do? Especially on this difficulty. There's a barbarian camp. Okay. Ooh, right.
He who destroys a good book kills reason itself.
Very nice. Okay, we discovered the secrets of writing for free. That is definitely quite valuable. Now that we have writing, I can only assume that all of these people have writing. I actually do like, except embassies.
Nai?
They don't have writing. Well, you can sell. Let's see, what do you want for this? No.
Okay, soy tauta.
Okay,
Baguio.
we are the first to writing,
Bob.
so it might be foolhardy. But we might want to go for the Great Library. No, it's just... You never get the Great Library. It's just... impossible. Muy impossible. What are you fussing about, little girl? What are you fussing about? What are you fussing about? Let's see what time it is. It's 11. I fed her at 8. So she might be hungry. I don't know. You might be hungry. Ooh. Really? Ooh. Okay. I really hope we can get that. We'll see. Someone might snatch it up next turn. Oh, we got it. Okay. 75 gold. Not great. But that does mean that next turn we'll be able to buy a shrine. And what are we going to get here? Come on, not a map. Not a map. Not evidence of barbarian activity. Ooh, very nice. Okay. So we got a decent opener so far. Get another cultural policy and one more round. Alright, looks like this is thoroughly explored. We can start heading back. And don't forget to buy that shrine. So cool. So with that shrine and another 15 rounds, we should have another Pantheon. A Pantheon, our first. Look at that, somebody's already founding it. Plantations.
So teach us to number our days, so that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom.
Oh, cool. Right on the tail end. So we got all of those right before Indonesia. Okay. Our next social policy is usually landed elite, because since we only have a capital, why not allow it to grow, right? So here we go. Okay, and our next research, it's looking like we want the bananas, and those are in jungle, and we also want marble. So both of those will require masonry, so why not take the first step towards masonry with mining? Although you know, I'm going to go animal husbandry, and here is why. Once we do animal husbandry, she just wanted to talk for a minute there. Got anything else to say, little girl? Do you like the Zulu singing? So, it's going to reveal horses, and since we have a lot of plains here, we might get lucky. Come on, horses. Gosh, they get such huge advantages on this difficulty. Hi, you awake? Ooh, yawn. A good time to build a settler is when your city is at 4. Our city is going to reach 4 in 2 turns, and we're finishing our worker in 2 turns, so that might be just destiny right there. Just going to retreat. Yeah. Okay, we have our worker. I think what we are going to do is... It would be great to get the Great Library, but I have no delusions of grandeur that we're going to get it. Let's accept some embassies. Let's see what...
Χαρίζεστε.
Okay, they still don't have writing?
Ακούω.
Remember, these are just 3
Quando
people.
la mattaccio?
They have writing.
Oh?
Baguio.
Yeah, they still don't. So there's their capital, and there's the Great Library right there. So, not gonna happen. They have a capital with 5. They've already got a mine. Look at all that. Just such huge disadvantage on this difficulty. So, no Great Library for us, but I think we will probably do the settler. Get our next city out quick. Although, since we are tradition, it's not a huge rush. Are we seeing like a great place to found our next city? Maybe here to grab more incense, and then we could do a religion that boosts incense. Yeah, let's do that and go for a religious start. So, settler. And once you're building a settler, you always want to see if production focus will speed it up. 12 turns instead of 13. What about a gold focus? 15. Okay. So how about manual? Okay. And now with our worker, we don't have masonry, darn it. I'm just going to go ahead and get that incense then. Alright. We don't want to make Milan angry. In fact, since we don't see any workers to steal, and these are cultured, let's go ahead and pledge to protect. It's a free bonus to our diplomacy with them. What are they fighting down there? Oh no! What is it? Oh. Let's see if this will do. If not, it's time to feed you. No? I think it might be time to feed you. Oh look, okay, the people with the pointiest sticks. We gotta look out for Indonesia. We are obviously on the bottom. We always will be.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
Okay, let's see where the... yes! Okay, there's 4 horses right there. 4 horses. Some horses over here. Horses up here, next, right where we wanted to found our city. So we'll probably found right here. We'll get that silk, hopefully. Alright, next technology. What to build? National College is really important, but we've got to get that masonry. So let's go ahead and reorder that masonry. Oh, alright, just in my way. Get out of my way, peeps. Looks like they probably just took out a barbarian camp or something. Hey, Sydney. Look at that. Alright, lots of city-states to play with. Our workers aren't in trouble yet, but those archers will probably come to try to get them. That's a bummer. We'll have to move them. Not to waste time. It's not. Alright. Stay right there, archers. Hey. Ooh. Okay. This is just a perfect opportunity to steal that worker. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make war with Sydney. Luckily they're not under any kind of protection. So we have our worker now. Now usually I would make peace with them immediately, so I wouldn't have to worry about the bombarding, but let's let them bombard them, because then they get experience for that, and then also we might hang around Sydney for a while and see if they produce another worker. Alright, we got that plantation done. Next. Okay.
Μονοποιούν θαύμα. Ποιον όνομα είπε η Μισέ, ο καλός ξένος?
Oh, hello.
Είμαι η Θεοδόρα, η φίλη του Βυζαντίου.
Yeah, let's do the embassy.
Έθελες τι?
A lot of people opt to not do the embassies, especially if they're scared of their enemies, and it does kind of make sense, because if you do the embassy, you reveal yourself. You reveal your capital, but really, as you can see, they can see my capital. Now I can see hers. Same with Indonesia, they know where I'm at, you know? But with the embassy, it actually makes us even less likely to go to war, because we get this little bonus. Ooh. They have... Ooh, yeah, okay. So Alexander has some problems with me. Let's go ahead and make an embassy. That might prevent him from declaring war against us. We'll see. Akul. Alright. Now I have a choice. I can go with the farm or the pasture. Let's do the pasture. Because we're going to get 4 horses from it. Alright, we move away. That's nice, free worker. So you see how this barbarian is in Mulan's territory? They want us to kill him. And we're going to get a little negative for trespassing, but the positive that we get from killing the barbarian in their territory is going to be better. It's not really going to make much of a difference, but we get experience, you know, we get a little bit of work towards a great general. It's worth it. You're breathing heavy. Alright, attack. Let's see if we can make this go faster. Still 4 turns. 4 turns. 4 turns if I do this. Still 4 turns. Four turns with more gold. Why not? Micromanaging. Okay, we got nothing else to trade. Gosh, we want that Pantheon. It's taking so long. Well, every time somebody founds a Pantheon, it makes it harder to found the next Pantheon. So that can be annoying. Masonry in 8 turns. So shoot. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Let's actually go for that. Oh, the incense. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, we'll definitely get attacked. Okay. Go ahead and fortify there. 2 rounds to our settler. We gotta actually start thinking about an escort for our settler, especially with all these barbarians about. But this is definitely looking like a great place if we can found a city before someone else does. I really hope so. Poked her in the face with the mic there. Gotta be careful. Okay. One more round. I'm gonna start moving out. Oh, I hope we can get there. That would be a great start if we could get a city right here. Oh. Yeah, we gotta hurry. We gotta hurry, and then we have to buy that silk immediately. No worker yet for us. We'll see about that. Alright, I'm gonna go with a caravan, because caravans will give us lots of science. We can trade with Athens here. See, look. Of course, we weren't gonna get the Great Library. Okay. They want us to found here. Ooh, yeah. That would be an ocean city. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα Θεσσαλοτρίας ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
Yeah, that's a good trade. Really, what we want is 7, but close enough. Our incense are just sitting there. Actually, let's see what she wants for horses. Hey, 5 for 4 horses. There you go. Now she won't even try to trade for it. Now we're gonna found right here. It's gonna give us a oceanside city. Awesome. That's a good spot for a city. What's wrong, little fuss? Hi. Are you awake? Okay. Let's head over there to that marble. Okay, now that we are off of the settler, let's go ahead and bring these people up for growth focus. Bombard. Let's check out our city-states real quick. Okay. Mulan wants this destroyed if we can get to it first. Do we have a soldier to spare to go get it? This guy, but I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see what Sydney does. Hi. How are you? Oh no, are you hungry? Came prepared. Do you want the food? Yeah, you do. There you go. There you go. That's what you want. Okay. Where are we? Alright, probably a shrine or a library. One of the two, one or the other. We're gonna do a shrine because we're gonna wait till we get enough to buy the library at 400. That's a long ways away. Let's see. Do we have anything to trade? Okay, Indonesia could afford our incense.
Baguio.
For 7.
Babarlo.
Yeah, there we go.
Ahayut.
That'll help us right along to the library. And we're going to have more incense to be selling soon. Now that we have this, especially because we've got a neighbor right next to it, we want that silk. We want it fast, so we have to purchase it, or we will miss out on it. There you go. Not bad, huh? Nom nom. I have a burp cloth. No, I do not. So your face is just going to get covered in milk. Alright, where's that other worker? Let's back off. Give him a false sense of security. See what happens. Alright, still 2 rounds before we get masonry. We might as well wait it out. No sense moving someplace else. We want that marble, especially because we're kind of skirting the edge of unhappiness. One more turn on that. Bombard. Alright, time to adopt another policy. That's decent. That'll help with our gold. But we are going for kind of like a piety opener, if we can get... Yeah. It's good to consider, yes. Now we've only got 4 citizens, so it's not like we're growing super fast. So we might want to finish off tradition to get those free aqueducts, right? Hold on, girl. Let's get you a burp cloth. There we go. Okay, we're back. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go with that. Just because that opener, getting those free aqueducts, is very nice. Shrines in half the time, and then plus 1 faith from shrines. Alright. Let's do it. There we go. It's a safe bet. Wait 1 more round, and then take out that barbarian comp, yeah.
How happy are those whose walls hold them?
Alright, so we can get our marble. We can bombard. Can go ahead and dig them out. Now, usually I would wait to take out a barbarian camp. Darn it. I'm getting unlucky. They're not building another worker. Okay, next. I think I'm going to go for the philosophy because of the National College. The most important thing in the early game. Getting that National College out as soon as you can. Under attack? Oh. Oh no. Wah, wah, wah. It's a good song. That's good. Still no worker to be seen. Alright, nothing to buy, so let's go ahead and move on. Oh gosh, 30. Just keeps getting higher. It's hard to get that, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, there they are. Okay. There's a worker. We're gonna hope that they don't move away in fear. That's good. Gosh, 4 more rounds for that caravan. Oh, 2 more rounds for that caravan, thanks to the growth. Okay, they moved it away. I'm not sure how we are going to obtain that worker from them. Oh, look at that. We got it. Ha ha ha. Okay, now that we've obtained our second worker from Sydney, we're going to go ahead and make peace. Hopefully that will mean that these warmongering worries will go away soon. Because we do not want people hating on us. Salt. Ooh, darn, it'd be nice to have that salt, wouldn't it? Brown's working to get rid of that jungle. Okay. Moving on out. Okay, here comes our caravan. We're gonna try to be confident that there's no barbarian camps over here. It's a little bit of a risk, but I think we're going to send our trade to Athens, assuming that they have a lot more technologies than us. Library is the next suitable building to go for. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Athens looks like the logical choice. That'll give us 2 science. 3 gold. Not as great as we were. Ooh. 3 science from them. And it's a pretty safe bet. Let's do it. So it'll go right through our town. Okay. We got our workers, our third worker, and we're saving up our money, unless there's any tiles that we would like to buy before they go away. No, I think we're good, and we're going to save up our money for the library in our second town, because we need a library here and a library here in order to make the National College. Alright, I think we are going to make plantation. Mainly because in 3 more rounds, hopefully, we will have our Pantheon. And for our Pantheon, I'm really hoping that the one that gives you faith for incense is still available. That would be great. Let's see if it's been chosen yet. Good. Still available as of now. Some of you might think, why isn't he improving that silk over there? Well, our happiness is just fine. We're not in a rush for a golden age, and we're going to be able to sell these incense, and hopefully they will be producing extra faith and culture. One more turn for religion. Do you need a burp? Let's go for the burp. Yes. Yes, little girl. There's our Pantheon. Let's go ahead and click on it. There it is. Goddess of Festivals. Our wine and incense will give +1 culture and faith. That's going to amount to quite a bit because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 incense. Right off the bat, we have 2. We have to wait for the Pantheon to spread to Umgalview, however you say that. There you go. That was a little one. Let's finish off that bottle, shall we? There you go. There you go. All right, we want that because we have so much incense. Wow, they must have really wanted those whales. That's not a very good city. Unless they have some kind of tundra faith thing. See, we're producing a lot more faith now. Also, we'll be able to buy a library in our second city in 2 rounds. The busiest people, of course, we're on the very bottom because we have the least amount of cities and buildings and units and everything. What are you gonna do?
ይህን ሁኔታ አስብበት።
Incense, eh?
እኔ እንደማምነው ለሁለታችንም
You have a
ህዝባችን ጠቃሚ ነው።
luxury resource that we require incense. You betcha. See, look at that. Cash, cash, cash. Money, money, money. Silk. One more round and we'll have that library. 5 more rounds and we can start with the National College. Maybe 4. Ooh, they both want it gone. Okay, we're going to try to get there before everybody else. Because that will create 2 allies for us.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα Θεσσαλοτρίας
Look at that.
ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
Well, we've got an ally. That's nice. Alrighty. Ooh, more incense. Look at that. Of course. Let's make sure all the incense are being worked. It looks like no, but we need to work that wheat. So next round we will improve that wheat, because they need food more than anything in that city. Alright, let's go ahead and buy a library. There we are. And what to build? Probably a granary. In 2 rounds, we will start the National College in the capital. I actually probably should have production or gold focused this city because there's no rush on that library. We'll be switching to the National College in 1 turn anyway. Doesn't even matter. There's no natural wonders anywhere.
There is only one. Well,
Oh, you're almost done there, girls. Okay. Going for the National College. There's the default focus. 23 turns. Reduction focus is 17. Reduction focus, we do lose out on some faith. That's kind of weird that it grows faster on production focus than, okay. Production focus it is.
Baguio. Muscle.
Wow, they really blacked us off there, didn't they? Blacked us. Alright. we got going on? Probably the bronze working to reveal, well, to allow us to finally farm those bananas and to reveal iron.
Ήκουσα σε πρέπει